Hi everyone, my name is Marco Franco and welcome back to Heartful Watercolor Art. Today, I am so excited to paint with my favorite Grumbacher watercolors as we create a beautiful carnation. Carnations hold so much meaning, love and admiration, and deep gratitude. To me, they especially remind me of the love we share with our mothers, which is why I felt inspired to bring one into today's painting. Instead of using only a reference photo, I also have a real carnation in front of me. Observing a flower in real life helps me to capture its shape, texture, and movement more naturally. So let's get started. I'll begin by setting up my colors on the right side of my palette. Today, I am using three main colors: violet, cobalt blue, and flesh tone light, which I'll refer to as nude throughout this video. For the brushes, I'll be working with my go-to favorites: the filbert brush size 18, a round brush size 6, and a smaller round brush size 2. And of course, I'm using 300 grams watercolor paper from Grumbacher, which is perfect for absorbing layers of water and pigment. I am starting by mixing violet with flesh tone light directly into my palette pan. This combination creates a soft, natural base color that I'll use to define the general shape of the flower. Now, as I begin painting, I want you to focus on how I build the shape of the petals. I am not drawing each petal one by one. I am allowing my brush strokes to flow and form the structure of the flower. The key is to angle your brush and use the edges to naturally suggest the curves of each petal. In this demonstration, I am using a wet on wet technique, and that's how you will notice that when I apply a more concentrated violet on top of the base layer, the pigment spreads beautifully, creating soft, natural variations in tone. This is a great way to add depth without harsh outlines. And as the petals take shape, I want to acknowledge something about this video, because you might have noticed that some shifts in zoom are happening from time to time as I try to bring you closer to the details. I appreciate your patience as I fine-tune these in future videos to make sure the experience is as smooth as possible. Now, let's move on the stem and leaves. I'm using two shades of green, olive and French green, to add a variety and dimension. I apply my brush with a light touch, creating elegant, flowing lines for the stem and soft organic shapes for the leaves. Once the greenery is in place, I return to the flower, adding more depth by using pure violet straight from my palette. This deepens the center of the carnation, making it feel richer and more three-dimensional. If you want even more contrast, you could add a hint of black to certain areas. However, I've chosen not to in this piece because I wanted to keep the colors fresh and visible for the video. Finally, I just add a few subtle touches of cobalt blue in selected areas, as I don't use too much, just enough to introduce a little extra vibrancy and realism. And that's it, our delicate watercolor carnation. It's becoming complete. This flower with its soft, ruffled petals and elegant structure is often seen as a symbol of love, devotion, and admiration. To me, carnations hold a special place in my heart because they remind me of the kindness and strength of mothers. I hope this painting inspires you to create something filled with meaning, and remember, every brush stroke carries a feeling, a memory, and a story. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more watercolor lessons. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Franco Arts with AK to see more of my work and share your own creations. Keep painting, keep exploring, and most importantly, paint with heart. See you in the next video.